Welcome to Your Math Explained, where we make math simple and clear. My name's Angela. Now that we've got the building blocks down, i.e. the log laws, we can now use them to help us solve log equations. So let's jump right in. For the first question, we want to solve log base 3 of x is equal to 4. So for this one, we're going to use the definition of a logarithm. So quick reminder, the definition of a log is that if we have log base a of b is equal to c, then that is the same as a to the power of c is equal to b. So here we have log base 3 of x is equal to 4, which tells us that if we write this in exponential form, this is going to be 3 to the power of 4 is equal to x. So therefore, x is equal to 81. For the next question, we have log base 5 of x plus 1 is equal to log base 5 of 4x minus 5. So notice how both sides of the equation have log base 5. So if they're equal to each other, then that means their arguments must be equal to each other. So therefore, we can just get rid of the log base 5 on both sides and equate x plus 1 to 4x minus 5. And now we can just go ahead and solve for x. So we get 6 is equal to 3x, which means x is equal to 2. Now this next equation is going to require the use of the product rule. So on the left-hand side, we have two log expressions, but the good thing is that they're both in log base 2. So we can go ahead and combine them into one. So we're going to get log base 2 of x times x minus 2 is equal to 3. Next, we're going to use the definition of a log to rewrite this in the exponential form. So that tells us 2 to the power of 3 is equal to x times x minus 2, which we're going to go ahead and expand. So that becomes x squared minus 2x. And now we're going to move 2 to the power of 3 to the right-hand side. So we end up with 0 is equal to x squared minus 2x minus 8. And this is just a quadratic equation that we can solve. And we can do that by factoring. So we get 0 is equal to x minus 4 times x plus 2. So that tells us we have x is equal to 4, where x is equal to negative 2. So before you write this down as your final answer, there is one more thing that we have to check. So recall when we first introduced log, we said that the argument of a log function has to be positive. So which means with our two potential solutions here, 4 and negative 2, we need to double check to make sure that it does not cause an argument to be 0 or negative. So our original equation had log base 2 of x and log base 2 of x minus 2. So if we put 4 in there, we're okay because we would have log base 2 of 4 and log base 2 of 2. But if we put negative 2 into our original equation, you'll notice that the first expression is going to be log base 2 of negative 2, which we cannot have. So therefore, we have to reject negative 2 as one of the solutions. So that means our final answer is going to be x is equal to 4. So for this question, we're going to use the quotient rule to combine the left-hand side. Again, the good thing is that both of these expressions are already in the same base 10. So we can go ahead and combine them. So this becomes log of x minus 1 over x minus 3 is equal to 1. And again, we're going to rewrite this in exponential form. So we get 10 to the power of 1, which is just 10, is equal to x minus 1 over x minus 3. Multiply both sides by x minus 3, and we get 10x minus 30 is equal to x minus 1. Combining like terms will give us 9x is equal to 29. So therefore, we get x is equal to 29 over 9. And again, we perform the same check by putting this x value into our original equation. And 29 over 9 minus 1 is a positive number. And 29 over 9 minus 3 is also a positive number. So this answer is valid. And now for the last problem in this video, we want to solve ln of x plus 2 is equal to 3. And so recall that ln is just log base e. So we're going to rewrite this again in exponential form. So that's going to give us e to the power of 3 is equal to x plus 2. And now we just have to isolate x to solve for it. So we get x is equal to e to the power of 3 minus 2. And we're just going to leave it like this in exact form. So a quick recap on everything we covered in this video. In general, you can follow these 4 steps when solving a log equation. So we want to convert isolated logs into exponentials. Then we want to drop the logs on both sides when they share the same base. And always make sure that you apply your log laws before solving. And the last but very important point is to watch out for invalid, meaning negative or 0 inputs, because a log function cannot take them as inputs. So now it is your turn to give this a try. Can you solve this equation on the screen here? Make sure to leave your answer in the comments below in exact value. That's it for this video. If you found it helpful, remember to hit that like and subscribe. And if there's a topic you'd like us to cover, make sure to drop it in the comments.